Welcome to our Dogsy. Discover everything you need to know about dogs and more. Our goal is to help you become the best friend and understand your furry companion on a deeper level. We provide information based on current research and the experience of seasoned dog owners. If you'd like to support our channel and help us create new videos, you can make a donation through the link in the description.
You know, some folks might scrunch up their faces when they hear the words dog crate. They think, how can we put our pooch in a little prison? She ain't no criminal to be gazing at the sky through bars. But on the other hand, when we set up a separate room with a door for our human kid, nobody thinks we're restricting their freedom, right? A dog crate is just like a private room for our fur babies, and it's got some not so obvious benefits, which I'm going to share with y'all below. Now, let's talk about the construction of a crate. The best option is one made of metal bars with doors. Inside, we can add a comfy bed, some cozy blankets, a carpet, and maybe even a TV. Well, the TV part is optional, of course. You can remove the crate's doors and let it be like a cozy little house to return to any time. It's good to cover the top with something so your pup gets the feeling of having a roof over their head. To fully reap the benefits of a crate, it's crucial to get your dog used to staying inside it with the doors closed. It's easy to do with instructions from the internet or on your own, using praise, treats, and taking it step by step. And hey, don't think of it as a cruel act toward your furry friend. It's more like ensuring their safety. Let me tell you what, when left alone at home during the day, a content dog will most likely be snoozing away, provided they don't have any psychological issues. They don't need entertainment or reasons to get up and move around. They're predators, and their physiology demands long hours of rest. The maximum a dog might wake up for in your absence is a drink, and with a handy water dispenser in the crate, that's no problem. So when your pup is locked in, they won't try to escape or yell freedom to the parents. After proper training, they'll understand that being in the crate means it's time to snooze, and whether the latch is secured or not, they're not planning any big tasks for the next 10 hours. If your dog doesn't sleep, it might be a sign of emotional distress, and that's when you should seek professional help. Now, a dog left awake without a crate can wreak havoc around the apartment, chew on furniture legs, or play with electrical cords. That's because staying awake during the day is a sign of anxiety, and owners of anxious dogs know what kinds of solutions their pets seek to cope with it. Not all of those solutions are safe for their health. A crate, however, can help reduce the dog's anxiety by providing a secure place where everything remains unchanged. The smells, the pattern on the carpet, and the absence of any outsiders, even if external conditions change. Once your anxious pup gets used to being in the crate, their life will become much calmer and many problems can be solved. Even when you move with your dog to a new place, if you bring the crate along, the world might not seem so hostile to them anymore. They can hide in their familiar spot. This way, both of you will experience less stress. They won't damage their esophagus by gnawing on a stool out of anxiety, and you won't come home expecting a mess created by the dog. Another advantage of a crate is providing calmness in unusual situations. Let's say you have a puppy and all of a sudden, a human baby joins the family. At first, they might not make the best impression on each other. In this case, a dog crate can also be an ideal solution. Your pup can hide from the new family members' advances, and at some point, your family can place the dog in there to avoid any unexpected conflicts. You can use the same scheme when guests, plumbers, or delivery people come over. Your dog has the right to not be too friendly with them or, on the contrary, be overly affectionate. Sitting in the crate will help them calm down, and they won't be able to cause harm to anyone. If you have multiple dogs with different temperaments, sometimes it's necessary to give them a break from each other. Convincing a lively puppy not to pester an older dog for a moment is quite challenging. But if one of them rests in a crate, the other physically can't annoy them with play. Sometimes a dog might pester their mom and dad too. Say you got an IKEA delivery or it's time for some repairs. Keeping an eye on your pup to prevent them from chewing on furniture parts or drinking wall paint is problematic. A crate solves this problem too. It's much more humane to close your dog in there than isolate them in another room. They can still watch the process instead of pacing behind a wall, having no idea what's causing all that noise. You know, a crate can actually be a lifesaver for those sleepless nights. Let's say you've got a new puppy or a shelter dog who's used to being in a kennel. They're bound to roam and play at 5 in the morning. But once you train them to the crate, you can sleep soundly all night and teach them that waking up in this house is only allowed after the alarm goes off. And for those shelter dogs, the crate can even help with potty training. They feel more at ease in a limited space because it's what they're used to. And the calmer they are, the fewer accidents you'll have on your hardwood. Since dogs don't like messing up their living area, your young orphan will bear with it until it's time for a walk. And when it comes to traveling, taking your dog on trips becomes much smoother. They'll enjoy staying in their familiar little den at hotels while you're away, and it'll put your mind at ease about the hotel's belongings. Not to mention those plane rides in the cargo hold where they won't let your dog in without a crate. Travel in itself is already an event, but a crate smooths out your dog's experience. Plus, it guarantees stability and safety. Now, some of y'all might think these advantages aren't that impressive. Maybe you've got a pleasant and intelligent dog who sleeps contently under your arm, doesn't chew up the apartment, doesn't travel, and consistently does their business outside. But there's one thing you can't foresee: health problems. Any dog might unexpectedly need a trip to the vet clinic, and for them, it's a nerve-wracking, stressful experience. The difference is that a dog who's used to a crate won't be surprised if they're put in a kennel without their owners for a while. But one who's never even smelled a crate might get extremely anxious on top of all the health issues just because they were locked away and abandoned. In the best case, they'll experience prolonged discomfort, which, let's be honest, won't help with a speedy recovery. In the worst case, they might panic, trying to break out of the crate and hurt themselves. So, it's best to have a crate at home with a dog already accustomed to it. This doggy home might never be needed and will just work as a cute piece of interior decor and a cozy retreat. But it's worse if you suddenly need a crate and there's no time to train your dog to use it. In that case, nobody can predict the damage from the dog's stress and the inconveniences for the owner.